Hey, what's up guys, Tommy14 here. In today's video we're having a look at this very lovely Renault R26 skin on the Formula Hybrid 2019 car created by Haze Design, I believe the name is. I'll leave a link down below. He's done some incredible liveries for this F1 2019 car on Assetto Corsa, but yeah, let's get into it, shall we? Actually, before I do get into it, I just want to say that by no means am I complaining when I do make a negative comment about it. I couldn't do any better than any of these liveries you content creators make, so bravo to you all. However, this is just my opinion. So first off, let's have a look at the accuracy of the logos and the sponsors, and I've got to say for the most part they're all actually really damn accurate. The one thing I will say, however, is I believe the Mild 7 livery on the engine cover, or actually the Mild 7 font itself, isn't quite as accurate as I'd hope it would be. I may be a bit picky with that, to be honest, but you'll see later on I'll compare it to the actual Renault R25, so not the R26 but the R25, but they did keep the same livery, so that shouldn't be too much of a difference there. But yeah, as you can see on the engine bay, it's just the font's a little bit different, but other than that, the logos and sponsor names themselves get a solid 9 out of 10 for me. So next up, I'm going to go with the actual colours themselves. Now, on first glance, you look at the colours and you think that's pretty darn spot on for how it should be. But when you actually compare it to the Renault R25 itself, made by VRC Modding, and you compare it to the real life colour scheme, it is a little different, especially when you get out on track. It's not so bad when you're in a showroom where you can manipulate the lighting, but out on the track itself, it's a little bit too flat, I think is the word. It's a little too flat, it's a bit too primary, there's not really much depth into the colour itself, but even so, to be honest, it actually looks really nice, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because it looks really nice. However, it could be more accurate. Next up, I'm going to go with the textures. So the actual texture quality itself, bear in mind I am able to run this on the highest graphical settings, so things like anti-aliasing and whatnot will be at their max, but even so, those won't hide poor texture qualities. But as it turns out, the texture qualities are actually really nice on this, which is brilliant to see. Obviously, the more he's doing, the more obviously he's getting used to it, and yeah, this one's no exception. There's a, you know, it's really solid actually. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. One comment I will make actually is that I wish it did have the Michelin tyres that obviously these cars used to have. He did say that that is coming in a future update, I believe, or he's going to add it as an additional pack. But yeah, so 8 out of 10 definitely. If it had the Michelin tyres with the grooves as well, definitely would be a 9 out of 10. So that really is going to round it off for the review, I think. For a livery design, you can't really base it off anything other than those things that I've just said, really. But yeah, really top job, to be honest. I actually love the livery itself. I've been looking forward for something like this on Assetto Corsa on a 2019 car, but I'm sure you just want me to go out on track so you can see what it's like in actual racing capacity. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's get out on track. Let's see how this thing performs. Oh my god. Oh, this is so cool! Oh, we're going to break it up for the first corner. Oh, come on. Through turn 1, turn 2. Then flat out through turn 3. And break it down for some of 2019 F1 cars. Oh, pretty cool! We've just about recovered it. We got caught out by the AstroTurf on the exit. Oh my god. That was close. Going through turn 4 now, it's a long corner, you need to be patient on throttle before stamping onto it. Coming down to turn 5, you can get on the barrel quite early through turn 5 if you have the right grip. Coming through to turn 6 now. Fantastic sequence of corners there, and this corner's flat out in qualifying. We haven't quite got the right there, taking out the DRS sign there. But we're going to be on the motor layout. Yeah, so we're coming through to long turn 10. And then coming through to the last sector now. A lot of long patient corners here. But how it used to be in the F1 car, had a flat out right-hander, slight lift, flat out again, coming up to the start finish line, and that is a lap around Barcelona in a 2019 Formula 1 chassis with Fernando Alonso's Renault R26.